Hello, cool people. Welcome back to another epic episode of Mac Music Review. Just want to clean off the lens. I haven't uploaded in a while because I'm actually a counselor at a Christian summer camp called Ridgehaven. But hey, I missed YouTube, and so I'm back for now, at least. And I'm kind of uncomfortable. I'm in a really high chair. The table's like right here. I have like my bad tripods. This is really awkward. But today, we're going to be looking at the album The Piper at the Gates of Dawn and asking the age old question: is The Piper at the Gates of Dawn a five-star album? The music reviewing website AllMusic gave The Piper at the Gates of Dawn a five-star review, and which is interesting because this usually isn't among the conversation in the best Pink Floyd album. When people talk about the best Pink Floyd album, people talk about Animals, more often so, they talk about Wish You Were Here and The Dark Side of the Moon. I will link Dark Side of the Moon in the description. I might forget, but I'll try to link that in the description. Because I just did is Dark Side of the Moon a five-star album? And I said yes. But is The Piper at the Gates of Dawn a five-star album? Well, first, what is The Piper at the Gates of Dawn? This is the debut Pink Floyd album. It came out in 1967, recorded and released 1967. And it is just trippy. It's 11 songs. One of the songs, Interstellar Overdrive, is over 9 minutes. A lot of it is instrumental. And these songs, the instrumentation is wild. There's a lot of very colorful keyboards and piano work on here, and a lot of weird electronic effects. And it's just absolutely, it really is an album. It really is a descent into madness, which is what people said in the process of recording the album, making it, because Sid Barrett was taking, I think that's his name, I think that's the lead singer's name, was doing an insane amount of LSD, which is like the main inspiration for the album and the narrative of the album, which is scattered. There's a lot of the songs tell individual stories, which are really just wild and insane, but it really isn't a concept album, other than the fact that the entire album was um, inspired by LSD. So all the songs have that in common. They're all very trippy and very weird, all very psychedelic. This is kind of the classic psychedelic album, in my opinion. The track list on this thing is a little bit hard for me to discern and talk about because for me it's hard to make the individual songs stand out, even though the individual narratives do stand out. It all kind of blends together in a weird way. And that for me is honestly the big down point on the album, because in a lot of other Pink Floyd albums, you know what part is what part of what song, because the songs are so distinctive. And the songs are all kind of all doing the same thing, which is they're all basically telling a trippy narrative that doesn't really go anywhere, that's just kind of wild and insane. That being said, the lyrics on this thing are very interesting, and the album is well written, but more than that, more importantly than that, the music on this project is fantastic. This album sounds incredible. Every single song on this thing is amazing in terms of music, and vocally it's all very, very good. And this is just a really high quality, really, really great album. It's more of a collection of songs it doesn't really feel super complete as an album, but as a collection of songs, it's really, really fantastic. The songs in this album are strangely upbeat, and that really is a very different vibe for Pink Floyd, because usually they try to be very big, very dramatic, and just really dramatic, especially The Wall, Dark Side of the Moon, Wish You Were Here. But this is really a fun album in a way. It's fun, but with a tinge of madness, and the madness it has a really dark undertone that's kind of just in the background and kind of in kind of the manic production and the manic lyrics. It slowly seeps under your skin. It's very interesting and it just kind of gets underneath your skin. Even though it sounds playful and fun, there's really a lot of dark stuff going beneath the surface, especially when you know the inspiration for these lyrics and just the descent into madness that is really going on throughout the entire album, and throughout actually the making of the album is when it kind of drove him kind of off the edge. But hey, he may have gone crazy. It's some really, really fantastic music. I honestly really, really like this album. I don't want to say I love this album because I haven't given this album a ton of time. I listened to it many times for this review, but I haven't listened to it a lot outside of that, unlike some other Pink Floyd stuff. Actually, I haven't listened to a lot of Pink Floyd stuff like really hardcore a lot, besides The Dark Side of the Moon because I own it on CD. But anyway, really fantastic album, really, really fantastic debut album, extremely trippy, extremely legendary psychedelic album. Easily one of the greatest psychedelic albums of all time, if not the best. I'm going to give this album a 9 out of 10, or 4.5 out of 5. Since we're doing a star rating, 4.5 out of 5, which is like the equivalent of a 9 out of 10. But whatever. Yeah, it's been a hot second since I've done a YouTube video. Actually, the one I just uploaded today, well, I guess I don't know when this will be uploaded, but the one I uploaded, the Dark Side of the Moon review, I actually recorded it right before I went over. This is in North Carolina, and so it's like 2 states from where I live. And yeah, I just haven't. I've been doing other stuff. It's been just kind of crazy, even on the weekends. It's gotten more restful now that I've gotten the flow of it, but it took me a while to adjust to everything that's going on. And with coronavirus, there's a lot of rules, and it's just kind of weird to be doing this kind of thing. So hopefully I'll be able to continue doing YouTube videos. We'll see what happens. But hey, thanks for watching the video. Have a great rest of your day.